All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to work with matrices on your GDC. So first thing we need to do is enter in a matrix. So you hit second, and then the matrix button is down here underneath the math button. Okay, and then if we want to add a new matrix, we click on the right button and go to edit, and then hit enter. And now we have to enter the dimensions of our matrix. So I'll just do a 2 by 2 square matrix. And I'll just enter in some random numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now to go back to edit another matrix, we have to say second matrix again, and that goes back to this screen. So get used to pressing second and matrix. So now I'm going to click over and edit another one, and now I have to scroll down to matrix B and hit enter. And now I'm going to do a 2 by 3. Okay, and now I'll just enter in, maybe I'll make these all negative. If you want to do negative numbers, you have to press this negative button down here instead of, if you use this subtraction button, it will not like that, and it will tell you there's a syntax error. Okay, so now I'll go back to the matrix again, and now I have my two matrices. Now, if I want to actually like multiply these together or work with them further, I need to go second, quit, back to the home screen. So now to call up the matrices, again, I hit second matrix. And now if I want to select one, I hit enter. And right now, if I hit enter, it's going to paste that matrix into my home screen. And now let's say I want to do A times B. Now I have to hit second matrix again, and then hit enter on the B. And now I enter. And that is the product of those two matrices, which would be much more tedious and difficult by hand. You can also do some things like, let's say we wanted to do matrix A to the power of 2. I can square it. So A times A. I could also do, let's see, I could do A plus B, although this shouldn't work because it says dimensions mismatch. And that's because the dimensions aren't the same. So you can't add matrices. So I just hit second quit if I get an error screen like that. I could do something like 3 times A pretty easily. We could also do the determinant. So determinant would be second matrix, and then you go to the math, and it's this first option. If I hit enter, now it wants me to feed a matrix in there. So I put matrix A in there. You don't really have to close the parentheses. And that will tell me the determinant. And then I can also, actually, let's try to do the determinant of matrix B. So if I do determinant and now I want to do matrix B, let's see what happens. Matrix B is a 2 by 3 and it says invalid dimension. That's because you can only find the determinant of a square matrix where the dimensions are the same. So if you get an error message, just say second quit to go back to the home screen. Now, in addition to determinants, we can do inverses. So if I want to find the inverse of matrix A, I just hit this to the -1 button, which is by the matrix button. And that will tell me the matrix, the inverse matrix. And let's say I wanted those numbers as fractions. I can hit math and then first option, hit enter twice, and it changes them to fractions. And again, we can't find the inverse of matrix B because it's not a square matrix. Okay, so that's pretty much everything we did with matrices, I think. So I hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching.